Welcome back. This is the program section of our meeting, and we'll be talking about how to create a meeting. You can see that I'm casting again onto my television screen, and I have our home club website, the home page. I have that up, and I want to show you a few things about the web page. The first one is in the top right corner. You can see where I put my cursor, the member login becomes underlined. So in order to create a meeting, you have to be logged into the website. We have some password information in there about our YouTube channel, and it's important that that be protected. And the way to protect that is to make those particular pages a page that you have to log into. If you try to go to those pages and you're not logged in, it will prompt you for a login. But let's go ahead and log in. So I click login, takes me to a login page, and I log into the website. So now I am logged in, and on the top right, you know you're logged in because it says up at the top right of the screen, Welcome Naomi Sweetman. There's another area that I've underlined that says member area, and then of course the log out section. I'm going to take you to the member area because I want to show you a number of very powerful tools at your disposal on this page. This is the administration section of the page. You can navigate the page in two ways. There are tabs over here that one is highlighted in blue that says admin. And I'm going to turn my camera a little so that you can see the whole thing. The other one says my club runner, communication, etc., etc. And you can also navigate through here down in this section, which in the center section on the left column you see my club runner, on the right membership manager. The important parts are in the my club runner. As you can see, you have lots of options: edit your profile, change your password, upload your photo. Your profile is an important piece of your membership in the club. That tells us more about you as a member. I can go into the club directory and I can select that and see information about each of the members, as can you. And it gives us a way to get a hold of each other and contact each other, as well as an image of you speaks 1,000 words. It gives us an idea of who you are and lets us see you as a person. So we'll be going back to the home page, and to get out of this section and back to the home page, in the top right of the screen where it says Welcome Naomi, it says Log Out Admin, and then there's the home page. Click on home page, and that should take you, if my computer works correctly, right back to our home page. On the home page, you'll see some sections up at the top bar. This is a menu bar, so it says Home, Center right under our banner, Calendar, Meetings, and then a drop-down arrow that says eClub Weekly. If you click that, it'll take you right to our meeting. Directors Monthly, that if you click that, it'll take you to a page, and then Create a Meeting. I do want to highlight that each of these pages are actually filled out now. So I encourage you to go in and read about our eClub. There's lots of information in there. Membership, there's lots of information in there as well as about being a member of our club, as well as an application that says Join Now, and how you can propose new members to the club and help them join the club. And of course the Contact Us section, which is how you get a hold of the webmaster, the development committee, the president, secretary, treasurer. We're here to talk about creating a meeting, so I'm going to click Create Meeting. This takes you to the Create Meeting page, and I have to work on my computer to get it to cast this tab. I'm learning quickly. So this is the welcome to creating a meeting. This gives you more information about how to create a virtual meeting. The virtual meeting is really the cornerstone of our club, and it's so critical to the success of our club. And we have so many limited opportunities to gather and get to know each other that this meeting format gives us an opportunity, one opportunity, a way to get to know each other. And it is really about embracing our being a virtual club. And the creating a meeting helps us get to know each other. Even if you don't videotape any part of the meeting, but you've created the meeting, I will acknowledge that you're the one that created the meeting when you notice that we've been saying thank you to eClub Rotarian so-and-so for creating the meeting, just by virtue of the topic that you select and the types of information you put in the meeting. It allows each of us to get to know you better. And it allows us to know what's important to you, what you find interesting. I have lots of interests besides my job. And so, to me, science and other things are fascinating. I love learning about that. And if I were to choose those types of topics in my club meeting, then that's perfect. It's important to remember that there are 52 weeks in a year, and there are only 21 of us. So each of us has a responsibility to create 2 meetings a year. And a meeting can be created it can be as simple or as difficult as, let me retract that. It is a simple process. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can take less than an hour to create the meeting if you know what video content you want, what your theme is. It can take hours to create the meeting if you decide that you want to go out and videotape all of the content for the meeting. Say there's somebody in your community that you find fascinating. If you want to focus on some work that they're doing, you could choose to videotape them. I've done that. I did that with the Ebola presentation. I thought that that program was so important that I wanted to videotape it. And so I did. Brian did that in a meeting where he took us to the Food Bank of Anchorage. Those were fascinating meetings, and Tom Anderson did that when he took us to FOAST and showed us the Trooper Museum. So you can choose to videotape the entire meeting, you can choose to videotape small portions of the meeting, and you can choose to just use already pre-made videos or pre-made written content. You can choose to do that as well. And if you're uncomfortable with the technology in your iPhone, your smartphone, your tablet, I would encourage you to partner up with somebody, maybe a loved one, a relative, particularly our youth, who are videotaping all of the time. They understand how to videotape, and they also understand how to utilize the technology and upload into YouTube. So, this tells us more about the meeting, and the first thing I recommend is that you consider your topic. Come up with a theme of the meeting, and I have to tell you that in all of the Rotary meetings I've been to, it's not always about foundation. It's not always about the history of Rotary. Meetings can be about anything, and meetings are, what you choose is really up to you. And if you find a subject fascinating, like Kate Cook thought that bees are a fascinating topic, I personally find those the bees dying fascinating as well. That was an awesome meeting to attend. That tells me a lot about Kate. She didn't videotape herself. She used a combination of written content as well as a TED Talk. And TED, I have to tell you, the TED Talks are amazing. And just about any topic that you would want to cover, they've got a speaker for you, and those speakers are pretty phenomenal. So I have been very impressed with TED Talks. There are 5 parts of the meeting that, after you've come up with your topic, there are 5 parts of the meeting that you want to focus in on. The welcome section, the Rotary Thought for the Week, the vocational section, and the program speaker, and then the conclusion. The meeting should be no more than 45 to 60 minutes long, so no longer than an hour. Stefan had a video that he wanted to present that he recommended people watch, but it was an hour long. So he found a shorter version of that and used that for the meeting, but then we provided the link. He provided a link to another video that was an optional video if people chose to watch it. I personally chose to watch it, and I thought it was fascinating, and I enjoyed it, but it was not a requirement for attending the meeting. The welcome should be 1 to 2 minutes long. The Rotary Thought for the week should be probably no more than 1 to 3 minutes long. A vocational focus shouldn't take more than about 6 to 7 minutes. The program speaker should be about 40 minutes. That's on average what we're giving on our program speakers is about 40 minutes, anywhere between 18 and 40 minutes. And your conclusion should be about 1 to 2 minutes. Remember that there's already uploaded content for the president as well as content for the sergeant at arms. So this gives you some additional information on uploading the YouTube instructions, but there is a page that is detailed, which I've highlighted this link here. It says click here for detailed instructions. Because the password for our YouTube channel is in there, I am not going to click on this, but you are welcome to click on it. And if you go to the right of the screen underneath welcome, it says subpages. You can see there's a link that'll take you to the detailed instructions as well. So now we've decided what our topic is. I keep a Word document, open up, and I put welcome, thought, vocation, program, conclusion in there. And so I have a Word document open and ready, and I go to the internet and grab my content. So we are going to go to the YouTube channel, and I'm going to click there, and we're going to cast that tab. Oh, that was not the right one. I'll try this again. Casting YouTube. So I'm working on casting my tab. Because I am in our YouTube channel. Okay. So now I've casted the tab and we're in our YouTube channel. There's a couple of parts of the YouTube channel I would like to focus on before we go too much further. The blue icon in the top right of your screen, there's a blue box with a guy in the box. That's your login to YouTube. Chances are if you have a Gmail account or a Google account, you actually are when you come to this website, you're logged in as your own personal Google account. And you want to log in using the eClub account because that's how you'll upload the information. So the way to do that is you click this blue guy and you see the Gmail, the eClub 5010 Alaska-Yukon at gmail.com. You see that and you can just go down and click on add an account. And that will take you to a sign-in page where you enter the eClub 5010 Alaska-Yukon at gmail.com and then you enter the password and that gets you to sign in. Because we're already signed in, we'll go back. So now we're signed in our YouTube channel. On the left-hand side of the screen, you see a menu bar. And if you don't see the menu bar, up next to YouTube, there's this 3 red lines. And if you click the down arrow, that'll take you to this menu bar here. And this is the menu bar. I usually go to my channel. So the second option down is my channel. And that takes you to our personal YouTube channel, and it shows you there's some menu selections here that say home in the middle, videos, and then there's the playlist, channels that we subscribe to. I clicked that accidentally. We're going to go back to our videos. You can see in the videos that we actually do have quite a few videos uploaded already. And you can see, if you look, different meetings that we have embedded those videos into our meetings. One of the things that we are working on is a way of naming things. So we use the numbers that you see at the first part is really the date. So 118 is the meeting that Stefan did for us, and SS are his initials, and conclusion is a descriptor word. It tells me what the meeting is for, so what part of the meeting that particular video clip is for. Now these are videos that have been personally taped by members of our club. You can see in here that we have Leo, we have our Sergeant at Arms uploads once a week, and here's the meeting that we've been watching, the 125, Richard Gesh. He doesn't put a descriptor in there. I know what that is because he's our Sergeant at Arms and I use him, he uploads every week. However, you can see that Leo on 125, LR is Leo, and that's his president comment. You'll also see two videos here that we haven't seen yet, and this is Brian's meeting that he created. He did a welcome and a closing. I'm assuming that the thought, the vocation, and the program material is in the form that he submitted to me already with the meeting that he has ready to go. We'll likely be seeing that next week, so now you know we'll be talking about homeless. He didn't have the date, the meeting that would be going, but he did give me a topic. So he told me what that topic is: homeless welcome, homeless closing. So I can adjust these once I figure out the date that his meeting will go in. And then, of course, Richard's video for this week. We'll click on a video we've already seen. We'll go to Richard's video here. So now we're going to upload a video. I'm going to put this on pause and show you how we would upload.
Yes, you're second.
And if you can look up in the top part of the screen next to the blue square with the man, you'll see an upload section. If you click that upload, once you've videotaped your video, you click the upload button, and it takes you to a page that says select the files to upload. When you click that, notice it's gray, and then when I put my cursor over it, it turns red. When you click that, it takes you to your your computer or your tablet, the files that are sitting on your computer or tablet, and that's where you would select the file that you want to upload. And then make sure to say public. And on my computer, I don't have any files to upload. But as it's uploading, you can select, you want to select to publicize that video. So you select that, it starts uploading. Once the upload is completed, it'll tell you it's complete. So now we've uploaded our video and we have Richard. We'll go back to Richard here. Once you've uploaded that video, then what you want to do is you want to right-click inside the video. So you're playing the video, you right-click it, and you see that you have this box that comes up. And you simply need to click Get Video URL. You click that, and you see this box that comes up. You're going to right-click in that box. It'll pull up a screen that you can't see on my computer that gives you an option to copy. You'll copy that, and that'll be the copy that you have. Now, if you decide, so that's what you would do if you upload. But let's say you want to present a TED Talk and you have some other material that you would like to do. What I've found about YouTube is that it's a pretty powerful, has a very powerful search engine. And there are lots of really interesting videos out there, including most all of the TED Talks. So if I type in Rotary International videos, I come up with a long laundry list of international videos. I'm not sure what Five Little Monkeys has to do with Rotary, but the rest of the videos down below appear to be Rotary videos. So I can go through these videos and select. You'll see that a number of these videos we've used. But let's say I want to find a topic a little bit more specific. So let's do Rotary International Club service. So this brings up another group of videos talking about service above self, different clubs, and you get the picture. You can go through and take a look at all these different videos and decide if any of those are interesting or what you're looking for. Let's say we decide that the Join Today video is a video that we would like to utilize in our meeting. Let's say it's the welcome part of our meeting. So I've decided this is a video I want in our meeting. I would click that video. Okay. You can watch it or hit pause. And again, you just right-click in the center of the video and get the URL. Because it's already in YouTube, you don't have to put it in our channel. You just need to get this URL. So once you click that, you have this box that comes up. You're going to right-click that box, click Copy. And now we go back to our Create a Meeting page. I have to cast this tab. So now we're in the Create a Meeting page, and I got here on the left-hand side, you can see Welcome, Create Meeting, and Detailed Instructions. I clicked Create Meeting, and I have this form, this handy form that comes up. You can see in this form that all of the boxes are starred because they're all required boxes. And the reason that they're all required is this is all the information that I would need as I'm building the meeting if I have questions and to build the meeting. So your first and last name so that I can build the meeting for you. We'll put my name in here. And then your email address and contact information, your phone number. The next section is the 5 sections of the meeting. So the welcome section, the Rotary Thought for the week. Now, you can't do a right-click and paste, but you can do a Control-V, and that will paste into there. So now you see that I've pasted in that video that we just looked at for the Rotary introduction. For the purposes of this, I'm going to type in test into a couple of these. But I'm going to do one thing, and that is not in the next one. So I've missed one of these boxes, and I click Submit. And what you'll see is that the cursor went to the meeting conclusion. So I can put it back up into the speaker program, and it'll highlight this in red that says this is a required question. You have to answer this question before you can submit the form. So if the form is still here, you have not submitted it. So let's type in test here, and we click Submit. And when it clicks Submit, you notice the form is gone. And if you scroll all the way to the top of the screen, it'll say your response has been recorded. This form has now been submitted to Google Docs, and an email is coming to me to say there's an eClub meeting creation. And I now have that information in a document at Google Docs. I'm going to put us on pause for one moment.